Hello, welcome to Becca Holmes Yoga. Today's practice is a quick reclined hip practice just to get into our hip space. Whether you're feeling any pain or discomfort, this should bring a little bit of ease. So we're going to go ahead and begin reclined. And if being reclined is not in your practice because of where you are in your pregnancy right now, go ahead and try these other classes, okay? Otherwise, join me. And then once lying back, the feet are planted. The hands can rest on the sacral space, right over your womb, right over your baby. Let's take a few breaths here and settle in to our bodies. Now bring your attention to your pelvis. If you'll notice, just lying down naturally, you'll have an automatic gap right here. There's the natural curve of your back and or the natural curve of your spine at your lower back. And we're just going to do some pelvic pulses. And this helps do a couple of things. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna press your lower back against your mat and feel your pelvis tilt forward. So we're getting some energy into the pelvis and moving the pelvis. What this also does is activate the transverse abdominis, and this is going to be a core muscle in your recovery after you have baby. So it's good to go ahead and just kind of be aware of all these different activations, muscles, movements, and then also we're bringing just some energy and some flow into this space. You'll also maybe notice that the glutes squeeze a little bit. You might feel a little strength in the legs and the quads. Let's do about 5 more. And then rest easy in a neutral position. Next, doing some windshield wiper legs. So you can move your feet if you need to, if it feels more comfortable for you to have your feet further out or wider. And then we're just rocking the knees back and forth. You can feel that massage on your sacrum. And then a nice, easy stretch on the external outside of the hips and just getting some movement into the hips as well. Let's drop the knees over to the right and hold 3 breaths. And up through center, drop them to the left, holding again 3 breaths. And then coming back up through center, we'll extend the left leg long out in front of us and then bring the right knee in for hip circles. And depending on how much space you have in the belly, you might need to grab a strap around your knee or just bring your knee further out to the side. You might just have one hand on the knee. That's totally fine. You can also hug it in. There's no right answer here. Just see what's feeling good for you and your body today. And do about 5 circles in one direction. And then go ahead and switch 5 in the other. And then extend the right leg to meet the left and left leg comes in. Again, 5 in one direction. And switch. And then go ahead and extend the left leg. Take a stretch here just to neutralize and feel really good. And then the knees come back bent and doing a figure 4 stretch. So the right ankle is going to come over the left knee, and you may stay here. This will feel possibly really good if you're in your 3rd trimester to just stay here. Or if you're in your 1st or 2nd, you might try lifting the left leg, and then the hands can come around behind the left thigh or even around the left shin. Hold for 5 breaths. And release, left foot back to the mat, right foot meets left foot, and switch. Left ankle over right knee. And remaining here, option to grab behind the thigh or around in front of the right shin. Holding again, 5 breaths. And release, right foot to the mat, left foot meets. And then we can do a little bit of windshield wiper just to release that stretch. And then find stillness and moving into happy baby. I can totally see why they call this now happy baby. My 6-month-old does this all the time. So if this is accessible to you to grab the toes, great. Grab the feet. You can grab your ankles. You can also grab just right behind your knees. The idea is that we're just opening up the hips, and you can try rocking from side to side. So whichever is available to you, whatever feels good today to grab on your lower legs. And you can hold this in stillness, or you can rock side to side. Try to keep the sacrum down, keep your butt down towards the ground and your shoulders towards the ground so that we're really getting into the hips and we're not curling the spine. And release, feet to the mat. Our final posture is going to be reclined butterfly. So the knees are going to open, soles of the feet come together. And you may want to put 2 blocks or 2 pillows under your knees to support. Otherwise, you can let your knees just hang in space, and then I invite you to bring your hands back to your womb space, resting them over your baby. Anytime we do a hip practice, this brings energy into that sacral chakra region, our creative center, where of course right now we are creating life. Let's take 5 breaths here together, breathing that life straight down, sending it to our baby, and then we'll close this class out together. To come out of the posture, bring the knees back together, roll over to one side, left or right, using our arms to push us up, and meet me in a seat. Whew. I hope that served you and your hips today. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can get notified for my weekly classes, and hit me up in the comments. I'd love to hear how your pregnancy is going, how you're feeling. If there's any other class I can create for you to make this journey more joyful, I would be happy and honored to. Okay, I'll see you next time. Bye.